Hello.
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 How are you?
I'm Moana's grandmother.
She is Moana's grandmother this morning.
And if you don't know what that means, you need to go watch the movie. And not just because my boy's in it, but because it's a cute movie.
It's a very cute movie.
It's a cute movie.
Yeah,
It's very
I saw it
pretty.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I'm Candace.
I'm Natalia.
And this is not a single fork, just another podcast about food and cooking, but we're keeping it real.
Real.
And we've got a lot going on.
A lot.
So much. We announced to our...
To
Well,
the
I guess
public.
local. Well, to the public, but mainly to our local people who come to our in-person classes, that as of January 1st, 2024, we will be moving entirely online.
Mm-hmm.
So we will do some in-person stuff, but it's mostly going to be the virtual cook-alongs and the online recipe collection,
Which is the monthly subscription.
and
the
then
pasta in your kitchen.
pasta in my kitchen, but that's in person.
Yes.
And then we're also going to be doing a hybrid wine tasting class where it will be partially in person and partially online. We've had such a great response to our sommelier. He does such a, he's just fun. We love him. He's so fun in class, and he doesn't make wine stuffy.
Mm-mm.
It's just fun.
Mm-hmm.
And he teaches you a lot, kind of like the way that we teach. It's just like we have fun. We hope you have fun. And
we give you information, and we hope you learn something.
We hope you learn something. So we're not cramming it down your throat. We're just giving you the information and entertaining you as we go along.
But the actual building location will be shut down.
Correct. No more brick and mortar. No more brick and mortar overhead. Yay. So we'll be online. So you'll still find us. We're not going anywhere.
No, in fact, we're trying to get more of a wider audience.
Yes.
More world domination.
Because, among other things, we're working on a cooking show pilot.
Yes.
For streaming services.
Yes.
Which is very fun right now. So all these things.
Lots of things.
And the podcast.
And always the podcast.
Always the podcast. We're going to be ramping it up too. So merch and stuff like that.
Yeah. You want to talk about the recipes that are going to drop? Or today? Do they drop today?
They drop today. Yeah, they drop today. Yeah. Actually, yes.
Okay.
And the whole theory behind this grouping of recipes was the end of harvest for most people's gardens.
That's right.
Because you end up, if you did your business right, you have a lot of zucchini. If you planted zucchini, you probably have a lot of eggplant. Again, if you planted that, and then in this part of the country, at least, tomatoes. And in fact, so many tomatoes that you can't harvest all the ripe ones.
And you don't know what the fuck to do with the other
ones.
And
you don't know what to do with them. So that
run out of ideas.
Yes, and so we're providing four ideas for you to use up all that extra stuff.
I don't even remember what they were. What were the recipes?
They were zucchini, zucchini and tomato bake, I think was what it was called.
Okay.
Then we had an eggplant, zucchini, and tomato gratin.
That's right.
Fried green tomatoes.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't like fried green tomatoes? Yeah.
And then zucchini fritters.
Oh, I love it.
Which was really my favorite.
Yeah, it was mine too.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Although I love eggplant. I love adding eggplant's one of those things that I think even if you cut it up, like we have some family friends that he's Italian and he puts eggplant in his pasta sauce. And it's one of those things that you're like, what is that?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's really good.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's meaty and it doesn't have an overpowering flavor.
No.
And if you cook it right, then it just kind of it's a great supporting cast.
It just kind of blends in with everybody else.
Yeah,
for sure. So those are fun and not hard.
Well, no.
Not hard to make. And something different to do. Okay, caprese is always very good. And it's a good go-to if you have too many tomatoes or, a tomato sauce even, or if you want to can your tomatoes.
Well, and another thing with green tomatoes, if you don't want to do the whole frying thing, is a green tomato relish.
Oh, yeah.
Is delicious. And it's one of those things you can either can it, the traditional way, or you can just put it in jars and seal them, but then put them in the fridge, and
What
they
is
still
in-
last forever.
What would be in your green tomato relish?
Onions, garlic. I mean, it's a lot like doing a salsa verde,
Oh yeah.
except I put a little bit of sugar in it.
Okay.
So it has it's almost like a hot dog relish in a way,
Okay.
but a lot
But
more
not
versatile.
lime green.
No, not like the
What's that
Chicago.
color? Where does that color come from? What is that? That's not natural.
It has to be food coloring.
That's not natural.
It's food coloring.
It amazes
But people
me.
expect it on a
Yes.
Chicago dog.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm attracted to it. But I
Well, maybe that's why they make it that color.
you're like,
then.
ooh, shiny green things. Yeah. I put that on my hot dog.
Yeah. Yeah. But yes, so there are just so many things that you can do. And when you bring in all of this, I mean, and you have like mounds
Yeah.
of particularly zucchini.
Cucumbers, or those are gone.
Cucumbers are usually gone
It's just the
by
tomatoes.
the end of the harvest.
And the zucchini.
Yeah. It's just the ones that just kind of hang in there, squash. And then there's summer squash
Yeah.
along with zucchini. I'm not a big fan of summer squash. I'm really not a big fan of zucchini, but I'm getting better.
Summer squash is yellow.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel like the difference is between that and zucchini?
Well, both of them I have a problem if they're overcooked
Okay, because they get floppy.
and slimy.
So they do get slimy.
And they really don't have a great flavor.
They don't have a lot of flavor.
Not a lot of flavor, and it's just, I don't know, it's a texture.
You've got a lot better with zucchini.
Yeah.
You really have.
Yeah.
Do you think summer squash is very different from zucchini, though?
Probably not.
I don't feel like it is.
No,
I mean,
I'm
I
sure
feel like
it's
it's just
not.
like a yellow version.
Yeah. But so I'm working on zucchini, guys. It's, one step at a time.
That's
here,
right. Work on it with us.
Yes.
Yes.
And the eggplant dish is one of those where we layered it,
Mhm.
and it was almost like a lasagna, like a vegetarian lasagna.
Yeah, which I love a vegetarian lasagna.
Yeah.
Have we done that?
Yeah.
Have we? I love
Yeah,
your
I think we did a few,
So good.
like last year maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Feels like such a long time ago that we did those.
Well, we've done a lot a lot of recipes.
We've done a lot.
There's probably easily 100 recipes.
So the way that works, guys, is it's a subscription. So it's $15 a month, and you get 4 to 6 videos, and you get all the old videos.
Yeah, there's a library.
There's a library of videos that you get, and you get to keep them. So you can pause them, rewind them, fast forward. You can watch them, and then decide you're going to cook that the next day. And you have all the ingredients, and you have everything that you need, and it's a steal.
Well, and also when you sign up, there's a 3-day,
I think it's 3-day.
3-day free
Free.
trial.
Mm-hmm.
So you can, as I like to say, kick the tires for 3 days and see if you like it. And if you don't like it, unsubscribe.
Yeah.
But if you like it, hang in there with us, and there's going to be more fun recipes coming. In fact, we're getting ready to do for October a bunch of baked pasta.
Oh, it's so good. And again, it's not as cussy and loosey-goosey as this, but it is still us. So if you have a problem with cuss words or us, then you may not like those cooking videos. They are professionally done. It's not that we're not professional. It's just the way we fucking talk.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, we need to talk about fried green tomatoes. Though.
Okay.
Because there's a variety of ways of doing fried, just like everything else.
Right.
Variety of ways of doing them. My mom did not deep fry anything. She completely got out of the habit of deep frying when I was a kid and my dad was sick, and he had to have as healthy a food as possible.
So she's just shallow fried.
She only shallow fried
Which makes
or
it healthier.
baked or roasted. Yeah. Well, you gotta
Yeah.
do what you can. And back in the 60s, yes. That was being healthier. So she would dredge them in flour and cornmeal. Mm-hmm. So there wasn't a batter. So no egg involved.
Is batter, do other people do batter?
I think people do like a 3-stage bread.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so completely. So the flour, the egg, the breadcrumbs. But mom just did cornmeal and flour, and then she would season it and then fry it in Crisco
because it's healthy.
because it's healthy. Well, it's vegan.
It's vegetables. It's vegetable fat, guys. We don't understand.
It's something we don't know.
We don't understand.
We don't
what
want
it
to
is.
know what it is.
It's vegetable fat. Doesn't make sense.
I know, but
Yeah, that's what it is.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
then my favorite was the zucchini fritters.
Yeah,
Now, here's the trick with zucchini. Zucchini's full of moisture,
Full.
lots of water. So you have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Purge them.
mm-hmm.
So you grate the
We
zucchini.
squeezed them, didn't we?
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
grate them. You don't have to peel them. Just grate them and then put them in a colander with a little bit of salt. Doesn't take very much. And then they start to weep. Then you put them in a kitchen towel or some cheesecloth, something like that. And then you squeeze the shit out of them.
Yep.
Because you want them as dry as possible. Otherwise, your fritters are not going to hold together. They're going to fall apart.
Well, and you're kind of shallow frying them, so water and oil, not so good.
No, but they just will disintegrate.
Yeah, they will.
Not only that.
Did we have a dipping sauce for that, or was it?
Yeah. Yeah. We did a soy, what was it? Soy and I think a little bit of sugar and, vinegar, rice wine vinegar. Ooh, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Really
It
good.
makes me hungry.
It's making me really hungry.
You know, like a spicy aioli, or not an aioli, but like a spicy, what do we make? Like a remoulade, or like a,
Yeah.
it would be good with it too.
Yeah. We did that with the fried green tomatoes.
Yeah,
So
okay,
we did
that's
a
what I
spicy remoulade with the fried green tomatoes.
Mhm.
And that was delicious as well.
Mhm,
Now, the
really
fried
good.
green tomatoes, they don't get super crispy like the fritters, but they're nice. And the flavor, they're sour, but then you have the sauce and it's a balance. And I love that.
Mhm. On like a BLT with
Oh,
fried
yeah.
green tomatoes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or even just, I guess, a tomato sandwich is a thing. I've been watching old
Guys?
I've been watching old guys eat tomato sandwiches. I watched this old like farmer guy, and he was like, "This is the best sandwich." Well, it started with, "This is the best sandwich and my favorite sandwich ever," and I was like, "Well, let's see what it is." And it's literally just like 2 pieces of white bread. He had Duke's mayonnaise
Yeah.
and a big piece of fresh tomato,
Yeah.
and I was like, and salt.
Yeah. That's pretty traditional
Yeah.
around here.
Yeah,
Just tomatoes. You don't need the bacon. You don't need the lettuce.
I love BLTs though.
It's
That's something
That's
about
like the
that
best
combo.
sandwich.
It really is.
I love a lot of sandwiches, but there's just nothing better.
There's nothing better than a good, thick, not crunchy, but hardish bacon, good crispy lettuce, and a really fresh tomato.
Yeah.
You know,
Homegrown.
you can fuck up a BLT.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I don't want microwaved bacon.
Oh, no.
I don't want any of that skinny, floppy shit.
No. And you know what I do with the bacon? I don't, and this may or may not be a revelation to anyone, but instead of putting the strips on the sandwich, I cut it into smaller pieces
Oh,
so that when you eat it, it's easier to eat, and
Oh,
you
that makes
don't
sense.
like pull a big
yeah, a whole piece.
piece of bacon out.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
well,
so there
the
you
more
go.
you know.
What else?
Oh, what else have we got going on? It feels like so much. Oh, well, let's see. Have we done have we talked about Chef Anthony?
Well, I was kind of leaving that as a surprise.
Oh, never mind. Surprise later.
But we're going to have an interview
Mhm.
in October for you with someone who's going to appear
Up here.
in our virtual cook-along, our first virtual cook-along since our trial run in April.
Right. And that one was a freebie. And this one you have to like pay a ticket for, but you just go on
Yeah.
our website and buy a ticket. But it's per household. So if you have a bunch of people in your house, or if you have your neighbors want to come over, or if your friends want to come over and you guys all cook together, it's just, you just buy one for the house. And
Yep.
then
And have a party.
and then do they get that video? Does that video get to?
Yeah, it's recorded.
Okay.
So you don't have to cook during the virtual cook-alongs. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. And you can, because you're going to get a recording. So later on that day, the next day, the next week, whatever, you can,
Cook along.
cook
or
along. Yeah,
along
you
with the
can cook
video.
Along
Yeah.
with the video, again,
Yeah.
fast forward, reverse, pause, whatever.
Right. But last time we did this, we did have 3 people that cooked along with us, and it worked out great.
Yes.
So if
and they
you-
had lots of fun.
So if you do want to cook along, you'll get the recipe and the ingredients and all the tools that you need. ahead of time.
And our interview with Chef Anthony is coming soon. So stay tuned and stay fresh.
Tomato bags. I almost burped. My sister and I went to get coffee yesterday, and I leaned forward to read the fucking. I was like an old person. I leaned forward to. She was at the window. And
I think